Hey guys, welcome back. It is for Tara's Film, joined today by
Doug 218.
How's it going? How's it going? It is Tuesday, which means another recap for Masterchef Canada Season 6, Episode 6.
And Season 6.
I said Season 6.
I'm sorry, didn't hear it.
It's a bit loud in here.
Yes.
Hopefully you can hear us okay.
And the episode is titled
Knife
Knife
Fight.
Fight.
And basically what that means is, if you remember from last time, the contestants Jenny and Alyssa, who were eliminated last time, got to fight their way back into the competition and earn their apron back. But
Plus two
they
others.
were not alone. The chefs informed them that two others would be joining them. So instead of fighting one other, they had to fight three others to get their apron back, which obviously makes that much more difficult to get back.
Welcome to a pressure test that you want and need to win.
You
if
need
want.
to win, yeah. Or else you're going home. So, they introduced the two. Everybody else came in and they're all up on the balcony watching. So, when the other two came in, it was Tony and Regine. Because the chefs thought that they had shown them enough that they were eliminated too soon.
And they deserved a chance to
They
come
deserved a second chance. And I think they both were both very good. And it was like kind of almost like simple things that got them eliminated last time, so they're getting a second chance. So how it worked is, at first all four of them cook. And so each successive round, one person would be eliminated. And it's all based on specific knives and specific types of cut.
So basically, it's a trio of pressure tests.
Right, until one remains, until the last one's eliminated. So the first knife was a
Chef's knife.
chef's knife.
And they had to create a rice noodle salad with julienne vegetables.
And a vinaigrette with peanuts, too.
In 15 minutes.
And that's another thing. It's not only the fact that they had to do, and that was a recreation challenge. They had to recreate what they were seeing. So not only that, but they had to do it in a really short time span. So 15 minutes is not a lot to do. I mean, they had about 5 different vegetables that they had to cut up. The rice noodles, they had to make a vinaigrette.
And I believe peanut sauce too.
The peanuts on there. And so, I mean, they had to remember every element that they put on there too. So, I mean, that's not a lot in 15 minutes.
No.
So most of them were starting up with their vegetables. And a lot of people are giving it more to Jenny because she's a vegetarian and cooks a lot of vegetables. So she was cutting up really precisely.
Because, and that's what they said too. Everything has to be the same size.
Right. Very precise.
Very precise.
And Tony thought he was kind of at a disadvantage with that. He didn't think he would do well with it. And the thing was, Alyssa started with her vinaigrette sauce and her noodles. Mm-hmm. So it kind of put her behind a little bit. And she's 5 minutes toward the end of the competition, she realizes she hasn't done any of her vegetables yet. So she's rushing to cut up her vegetables.
And she caught herself too.
Yeah, she did. So that also slowed her down.
And so she's
doing stuff one-handed, making the vinaigrette.
And the thing is, deal with what would take you the most time, what requires the most precision.
Well, that's what everybody else was doing. Everybody else was doing the vegetables, which would take the longest. Because, they were saying that with the rice noodles, they don't take very long to cook.
Maybe 5 minutes.
If that. It takes very quick. And then they put them in an ice bath to stop the cooking. And then put, oil in it. Because with rice noodles, they'll just clump right up. And they want to keep them all separate.
Right, exactly.
But she did the opposite. She started with her vinaigrette and then her noodles. And then realized, right near the end, oh, crap, I got to do my vegetables. So she was a little behind. So she, at the end, she's just tossing them on the plate. And they even pointed that out. It doesn't look like she well placed it. It looked like she just tossed them on the plate. She actually was missing the peanuts.
Yeah.
So she was missing elements too. She was missing a vegetable as well.
Well, and when Chef Claudio, it's it just, you can see time gone away.
Oh yeah, she even admitted that. It got away from her. So in this one, Alyssa is the one who got eliminated. So now we're down to 3.
So Jenny, Rosie, and Tony move into
Tony
round
move on.
2.
Which was the,
Filleting knife.
and this one, they had a Dover sole.
It was a French dish using Dover sole. I'm not going to even attempt to pronounce the French name for it.
I forget what it's, sorry. If any of you know, put it in the comments. But it's a pronunciation that we're not 100% sure of.
And I don't want to butcher it.
Yeah.
Oh, no pun intended, sorry. But it used Dover sole flour, brown butter, parsley, and lemon.
And they had to actually fillet it 2 fillets off the fish itself.
Cleanly.
Well, most of them had a bit of trouble with this. Jenny mostly left most of the fish on the fish, most of the meat on the fish.
Oh, we forgot to tell them the length of time they had. 15 minutes.
15 minutes they had to do this. Roisin got the most off.
Yeah.
He mostly took most of the meat off, didn't leave very much at all on the carcass. Tony left quite a bit. It looked like he struggled a bit with filleting it too. They thought Jenny's cook was good. Then they liked the color.
Yeah.
She got on like almost spot on color.
Not bad for a vegetarian. Eh?
Yeah, very good. She actually does pretty well with meat dishes. Like she says, she has cooked them. Like she just doesn't eat them, but she's pretty good with it. It's just the filleting she didn't do very well. Roisin's I thought was a bit light in color.
The problem was he had a cold pan and he
Right.
didn't,
I thought that was the other one.
and the butter didn't brown enough.
Right.
So
he has that problem a few times. You'll see
because
where his pan's not hot enough.
And that's the thing. You have, if they're expecting brown butter, that means you have to have the pan hot enough to brown that butter.
Right.
Where Jenny got that right.
And they actually did like the flavor of Jenny's. They liked the flavor, I think, of Roisin's, but it just was too light. But he really had the best fillet.
And Tony's cock up was that he put the lemon into the pan, not on the plate.
And it also looked like it had been a bit mangled when he filleted it.
And so, really, the chefs couldn't really come to a real consensus. So it was more or less
really minor things, which really, I think it came down to cook. And Tony's was just slightly better than Jenny's. So Jenny ended up going home on this round. So then we came down to the final round, which was the
boning knife. And so Roisin and Tony had to bone and recreate a French rack of lamb in 22 minutes.
Not very long.
To do a properly executed French rack of lamb.
And they had to cook it to medium rare.
Roisin, as usual, just...
Oh, he's very good with his knife skills. Very, very skilled with his knife skills.
Where Tony, he's like, why do I need to,
oh, yeah,
let's just cook it.
Like he's saying, why French it? We'll just cook it. Just throw in the pan, cook it. I'm with you, Tony. I mean, really, French is really more about aesthetics than anything else. And you're actually taking a lot of meat off the rib. Really, if you think about it, it turns almost like into a lollipop kind of thing.
And that's what Chef Ramsay referred to it as, like a meat lollipop.
Right. I'm with you. I'd rather have the meat.
just
it looks nice, but
just put the sucker in the pan.
And that's kind of what Tony was saying.
Okay, so
they were doing it. Tony cut himself.
Not once.
Twice. So it slowed him down. And he was like, Roisin was being very particular about how he was Frenching it and removing the meat. Tony was just like, almost like shredding the meat off the bone.
Off the bone. And then you're not getting you're still
really clean cut.
A clean cut. It's stringy. It's fibrous.
Right. And so they cooked it, but then Roisin realizes he didn't preheat his pan, so his pan is cold again. So his pan is cold. So he's thinking, oh no, put him behind.
Yeah.
So he was thinking that he's going to have to leave it in a little bit longer to get, because he was afraid it was going to be underdone. And so he actually pretty much kept it in, like
To
almost
the
the last second
And
to make
because
sure.
of his cock up, it was the great equalizer for Tony because Tony had cut himself and not put
He
him
was able to
behind,
catch up.
and so he was able to.
Yeah.
How did Andre put it? It was going to be a photo finish.
Oh, it was very close.
Tight.
It was, because even as they were counting it down, right, literally to the last second when Alvin said hands up, they were just like placed the plates down on the judge's table, and then they're like literally like as you said, hands up. It was that close.
Andre called it. It was a photo finish.
Oh, it was. It was very, very exciting that last round.
Then they started into the tasting of it. Claudio pointed out Tony's was under-seasoned.
Needed salt. But so did
Rogine.
They both needed more salt. But also, that Tony's was just slightly underdone. Like Michael said, just a little bit more, maybe about a minute more, if that.
He would have had
a perfect cut. Where Rogine had a spot on.
Its cook was spot on. And
plus, what they thought about his though is because of how he had it in, the bone part was got been charred, got burned,
charcoal black,
and so the tips of it on about 3 of them. And so he's like, you really don't want that, and it should be more even, like a pale color. So Rogine got that technical part wrong.
Claudio pointed out to him too. He goes, "I think you rushed because he literally pulled a bone out."
And Rogine said he didn't even know it was in there, so it shows that he was rushing.
And technically that could kill somebody.
Oh, sure. And actually, at that point, we were thinking that doesn't look too good for Rogine.
That might be the nail in this boy's coffin, but he had enough.
But Rogine is when he won. Tony was eliminated. We're actually a little bit surprised. I think really that came down to Cook too, because Tony's ended up, even though he was kind of shredding the meat off, looked pretty clean, looked pretty good.
Yeah.
And they both had a salt, like a seasoning thing. So that was the same. It really, I think, came down to Cook, even though Rogine left that bone in.
Yeah.
And really, if you think about it, it should have been Tony going forward. I mean, he was just slightly off with Cook, but it was really more about knife skills than Cook. So if you were going to send, like, say, Jenny home for something, then really shouldn't you send Rogine home for the same kind of issue? Because Jenny's noodle on the one was better than others, but, and her cooking that was better, but she's the one who got sent home, so.
Because it was really nitpicking stuff.
Oh, yeah. But if you think about it, that bone really should have sent him home.
That should have sent him home.
Really? Not to say he doesn't deserve to be there because he's a good cook, but
I think I agree with you with that. Should have sent him home. Right there, because even if you worked in a professional kitchen and you sent that out.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. That might get sent back to you.
Yeah.
And then you could get in trouble for that, so. But all in all, it was actually we were saying, this very challenging episode. I mean, they weren't giving them very long to do. I mean, these are tough things to do, even for a chef to do.
And they were they were much more picky with it.
Oh, yeah, more so than we've seen them before, even. Yeah, they were.
They were much more picky about it. What they were looking for, how it had to be.
Very precise.
And they stressed every time, how you see it is how you make it.
Oh, yeah, like especially this year, like the last recreation challenge they did, they wanted it for almost pretty much exact.
If it had 6.
And if it wasn't, you went home.
Yeah.
Pretty much, we saw that. Really.
There's no messing around with these recreation challenges this year.
No, not at all. They're being very stringent with how they want the dishes done.
And congratulations to Tony. He turned 70 years old.
Yes, it was his birthday. So congratulations. Happy birthday to Tony, even though it was probably filmed months ago. But happy birthday to you. And congratulations, Rogine, for getting back in the competition. And we'll see how far you go.
You only get 1 second chance a lot of times.
A lot of the time they only do it once.
So here's your second chance, pal.
Yeah.
Show them that they didn't make the wrong decision. But all in all, it was a very exciting episode. And,
it was a good episode. And next week in the preview, it is the restaurant takeover.
And
always a popular episode.
And it's Chef Michael's.
Yeah.
It's
usually one of their restaurants. This time it's Chef Michael's. And I forget what it is, Lavinia or something. We'll tell you next episode what the restaurant name is.
So you got
Lenya, maybe. I think it's Lenya actually.
But we'll reconfirm that.
We'll confirm that in the next episode. But that looks to be a good episode too. Always a fun episode to watch Restaurant Takeover.
Well, that's what I like. It's like, okay, now you're in a professional kitchen.
Right.
And let's see how you do.
Yeah.
And now your judge is actually at the pass. Bless you.
Oh, excuse me.
So let's see how you do with him screaming at you to get this out and more or less telling you, I built this company out, or
Well, he says that. Yeah. I built this company for years, and
I'm not going to have it ruined in one
service. So we'll see what goes wrong. Usually something does, because these aren't actual cooks who worked in professional kitchens before. So, but they usually do pretty well. So we'll see.
And a lot of times they're given it's their menu, his standards, or their
or it's their menu. It's the last one last year. It was the restaurant's menu they had to learn, or specific dishes, not the whole menu. It's specific dishes for that night that they'll learn. So and how they would do it. So we'll see how it goes.
So good luck, guys.
We will recap that next week. So hopefully you will join us. If you like this, please give it a big thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell's usually up here, depending actually how you have your mobile device situated.
Or if you're like I am, it's down here because this is how I watch video.
Over here, whatever, wherever you got it. Don't forget if you want to comment, let us know what you thought. Were you happy with who got back in? Do you like our team? We'll see you next week. Take care.
Bye, guys.